I just saw that neighbor kid, Ryan, beat your mailbox with a baseball bat. Can you believe it?
What?
So, Mrs. Cortez, you need to call the police. Ryan Washburn, that tough kid down the street, the one that always wears the sweatshirt. He just beat up your mailbox with a baseball bat. I seen it with my own eyes.
Why would he do such a thing?
Oh, that Ryan Washburn's gonna get it this time.
I'm gonna call the police right now.
Jane, here's a referral from DJS.
Oh, thank you.
Mike Daniels, Department of Juvenile Services. Can I help you?
Hi, Mike. This is Jane Ash from Community Conferencing.
Oh, hi, Jane. Oh, you're calling regarding the Washburn Community Conferencing referral?
I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about the case.
This is a 16-year-old. He has no prior involvement with our agency. It was a malicious destruction of a mailbox, an elderly woman, a neighbor. Spoke with the young man's mother. She's very interested in the young man making amends to the neighbor. Also spoke to the neighbor, the elderly woman, and she's willing to handle it at the community conferencing level as well.
Well, what I'll do is I'll call everybody involved in the case, and it looks like what we'll be able to do is schedule the conference in about a week or two.
Okay, appreciate you calling.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, I definitely will take a closer look at those figures in the morning. Yes, sir. Thank you. Goodbye.
I honestly don't know why I'm here. I already got yelled at by my parents for something I didn't do.
Hi,
Why should I sit
I'm
here and have more
Liz
people
with
lecture me?
Community Conference. Are you Ryan's father?
Yes, unfortunately. I'm late because I had to leave an important business meeting.
That's all right. Can I have your signature? And you can have a seat by your wife, and Miss Ash, the facilitator, will bring you up to speed on what's going on.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Welcome, I'm Jane Ash, and I'm facilitating the conference this evening. John, as I've explained to everyone, we are here to resolve a very difficult issue. If you want to stop this meeting at any time, you can. Please know that this will be referred back to Juvenile Services, and at which time they will decide how to handle the case. Since you walked in, Ryan was telling us what had happened, and he still maintains his innocence. So at this point, I'd like to ask Emma, how has this affected you?
Well, I just don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I tried to fix my mailbox, but I don't know how. It's difficult for me to get around nowadays because of my hip. I mean, it was hard enough walking down to get the mail from the mailbox before, but now I'm just so worried. Because I can't get my Social Security. I mean, the postman doesn't deliver the mail if there's not a mailbox. Why did he do this? I mean, is it because I yell at you? You boys cut across my lawn and you leave litter, and I can't go out and pick it up. I mean, that's why I yell.
I honestly don't see what the big deal is. Your lawn is just grass. And the wind blows that trash there. It's not me.
This is the way these teenagers treat me. No respect. You'll get yours. You just wait. The truth will come out.
Prove it.
I can prove it. I was taking out my trash and I heard this loud bang. I looked over and there was Ryan bashing in poor Miss Emma's mailbox with a baseball bat. I tried to stop him, but he just ran away. I know it was him because he was wearing that 10X sweatshirt he always wears, the one with the crazy art on the back, and he had his hood pulled up over his head looking like a gangster. Come to think of it, when I caught him, he ran right towards your house, Mrs. Washburn.
Listen, Miss Emma, we're sorry, truly, and very embarrassed.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me. I wasn't even there.
Ryan couldn't have done it. And none of you will listen to the truth.
And what is the truth, Steph? That he was with you? Ryan knows he's supposed to be home since he quit baseball. You know, I think you're the problem, Steph.
Like you would know anyway. You're both too busy wrapped up in your personal lives to care.
Look, I don't want you talking to your mother like that.
You know what? You're the worst of all. You're always at work and you could care less about me.
Oh yeah, well who's here at all of these meetings that we've got to go to because of you?
John, Ryan, we just don't know you anymore. You've changed so much, we don't know who you are.
Well, yeah, if you were there for me, then maybe I wouldn't have to ask.
I don't want to hear that from you.
Ryan.
Do you understand that?
Whoa. John, Sarah, Ryan. Let's just pause and step back for a minute. I'm hearing so far from you guys what seems to be an awful lot of yelling and not much listening. Now, we made a commitment as a group to try to make this process work, to try to find a solution that's truthful and fair to Ryan. I think we need to step back and make sure that we're going to make this work.
Tyler,
Yeah?
what did you think when you heard Ryan was charged?
Nothing?
Officer Martinez, what did you think when you were first called to the incident?
I have my report here. Would you like me to read it?
Sure.
On Wednesday, March 10th, at approximately 3:18 p.m., I responded to 5590 South Green Street in reference to MDOP, malicious destruction of property. Upon arrival, I met with Miss Emma Cortez. Emma stated that her neighbor, Miss Rose, had witnessed Ryan commit the act. I then went over to Ryan's house where his mother Sarah had let me in and searched Ryan's room. In the bedroom, I observed a gray sweatshirt, a baseball bat lying on the bed. The sweatshirt matched the description, and the bat showed visible damage consistent with hitting a white metal object, like a mailbox.
That report is bogus. I wasn't even in the neighborhood that day. Whenever anything goes wrong, everyone blames me because they think I'm a troublemaker. Miss Rose needs thicker glasses, and Miss Emma will believe anything anyone tells her.
Well, I think Ryan is really nice. I think somebody else did this, like some really mean guy.
Can I say something here? I've really been concerned about Ryan recently. He's had a change of attitude. I mean, when he quit the baseball team, I was shocked. Sure, I know his grades have been dropping, but school has never interfered with sports before. He's got a good head on his shoulders, and he always managed to balance both.
His records are showing that he's been sent to the office a lot lately, and he's been cutting school. And then there was that incident where he forged your signature on the parental note. Generally, he's just not showing any respect to his teachers or to school policy.
You see, it's just like we said. And none of it started happening until Steph came around. Ryan, she's just not right for you.
Mom, leave us alone.
Can we just get on with this, please?
Whatever. I didn't knock over Miss Emma's mailbox.
Ryan, didn't your mother and I at least teach you to take responsibility for when you did something wrong?
You want me to confess to something I didn't do just so you can get back to your meetings?
Look, Ryan, don't you get smart with me.
Ryan, John, please. Seems like I have been listening to you guys yell at each other all day. What I haven't heard yet are any facts that directly link Ryan to this act. I've heard that someone saw a sweatshirt from the back. They didn't see who was wearing it. I've heard that someone saw somebody who ran like Ryan. Frankly, Sarah and John, you guys seem pretty eager to make a judgment here where I don't think we have all the facts. Jane, where do we go from this point?
Well, let me just say that this is not a court of law. We are not presenting evidence here, and there is no jury. We came together today to resolve the harm that has been done, and if we cannot come to a fair agreement, then unfortunately, this will have to go to court.
Go to court? But I didn't realize it was that serious. Look, I just want my mailbox put back. I don't want anyone to go to jail.
Grandpa, is Ryan going to jail?
I don't think there will be any jail time for this. It's very serious, Ryan. You keep denying it, it's going to go to court. It's going to end up on your record.
Well, you can kiss your scholarship goodbye. You know we can't afford some of those colleges that you want to go to. Look, here's your chance. Just say you're sorry.
I didn't do it.
Ryan, almost everyone here thinks you did. Some of them even saw you do it. Obviously, there's been changes in your behavior. What are we supposed to believe?
You can believe me. No. I'll take my chances in court. Whatever happens, happens.
Okay. Well, everyone, thank you for coming. Juvenile Services will contact you with the court dates.
Wait, no. Ryan didn't do this. He didn't smash the mailbox. I did it, and I'm really sorry. I was just trying to be cool, like Ryan. Don't let me or Ryan go to jail. I'm sorry.
Tyler, you did this? Why didn't you speak up sooner?
Sarah, let's just take care of this at home.
Tyler, would you like to say anything to anyone here?
Miss Emma, I'm so sorry about it. I'll pay you for the mailbox. I'll fix it. I'll pay to repair it. I'll do whatever you want. I'm really sorry about this. I really am.
This is a classic example of a community conference. There are many components to the circle process, and truth is one of them. When we found out the truth in this case, Tyler was able to be held responsible for the harm that was done, and his parents were able to hold him accountable on the agreement that was made. If this conference did not happen today, Ryan would have been accused of the malicious destruction of property.
I still can't believe it was Tyler that busted up Miss Emma's mailbox. Getting yelled at by my parents for something I didn't do. I was really mad at him at first. But when I think about it, I haven't exactly been the best role model for him. I think that meeting really helped, Nate. I told my parents how I felt, and I think we're starting to get along better now. So, well, Steph and I don't hang out as much anymore, but Coach Brown said there's a spot for me on the team, so I think that's good.
Well, as a retired school principal, I see the value now in the community conferences. It brings value to the community, it brings value to the family, and it certainly brings value to the teen. The teens don't get labeled forever. Everyone comes together, we reach an agreement, and we move on with our lives, wiser and more at peace.
That really was an eye-opening experience. Now I understand why they call it a restorative justice process, because justice certainly was restored to Ryan. I guess Sarah and I need to reevaluate our parenting skills and our priorities.
You just get so caught up in your thing.
I never realized how much my absence from home affected Ryan.
Yet somehow we lost sight of what was really important. And obviously we need to spend a little bit more time with this guy. And of course, more positive reinforcement for Ryan. It's just so nice to be able to come together like this and communicate rather than go through the legal system. And believe me, Tyler's learned from this experience as much as we have. He's gonna have to earn that money to pay Miss Emma back for her mailbox.
It's not gonna be handed to him.
I was happy to be part of this conference. I like to show young people we're here to support them, not to arrest them. Community conference can save the taxpayers dollars, the legal system time. Everyone has a say, the accused as well as the person who was harmed.
You know, I wasn't sure about this community conference meeting at first. I mean, I live alone, and it seems like people always take advantage of me. But now, the Washburn boys are friends. Tyler worked hard replacing that mailbox, and his brother helped him do it. And they come around and bring my trash cans and mail up for me. You know, I liked how I had a chance to tell everybody how I felt, and they listened. It's nice coming together. Sitting face to face, change things for the better. I'm not afraid of teens anymore. Did I mention, the meeting was held at the church hall right down the street, so it was easy to get to. Thanks to everyone who helped me.
Well, it's been about 3 weeks since the conference has happened, and this has been another successful community conference. In fact, Tyler and Ryan have completed the agreement, and Miss Emma is very pleased with the agreement. In fact, she has told me that she feels much more comfortable with the teens in her community. What we have found is that not only does community conferencing work for malicious destruction of property cases, it also works for loitering, failure to obey lawful order, littering, truancy, shoplifting, runaway, threats and threatening letters, trespassing, indecent exposure, assault, and as the latest craze, cyberbullying. The origins of Community Conference started in New Zealand and in more recent years came to Baltimore City and surrounding counties, including here in Carroll County. Community Conference is a free voluntary process which happens in your community on your schedule, and the entire process is completely confidential. Community Conference is a restorative justice process administered by Junction Inc. and funded by the Maryland Mediation and Conflict Resolution Office. For more information, please visit our website or contact us. Community Conference, from conflict to cooperation.